Grow chives like a pro. Easy guide for beginners. Want to add a burst of fresh, oniony flavor to your meals straight from your garden? Then you're in the right place. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to grow your own chives, even if you're a complete beginner. Get ready to have a constant supply of this delicious herb right at your fingertips. Growing chives is fantastic because they're not only delicious, but also incredibly easy to care for. Plus, they're naturally pest-resistant and even attract beneficial pollinators to your garden. Let's get started with planting. You have two main options, starting from seed or using transplants. Both are perfectly viable, so choose whichever suits you best. If you're starting from seed, sow them indoors about 6-8 weeks before the last expected frost in your area. This gives them a head start. Use a seed starting mix, which is lighter and provides better drainage than regular potting soil. Keep the mix consistently moist, but not soggy. Now, let's talk location. Chives thrive in full sun, meaning they need at least 6-8 hours of direct sunlight per day. However, they can also tolerate partial shade, especially in hotter climates. Well-draining soil is crucial for chives. They don't like to sit in waterlogged conditions, which can lead to root rot. Before planting, amend your soil with compost or other organic matter. This will improve drainage and provide essential nutrients. When planting transplants, dig a hole that's slightly larger than the root ball. This gives the roots room to spread. Gently loosen the roots before planting. This encourages them to grow outwards and establish themselves in the soil. Place the plant in the hole, backfill with soil, and water thoroughly. Make sure the top of the root ball is level with the surrounding soil. Space your chive plants about 6-8 inches apart. This gives them enough room to grow and prevents overcrowding. Chives also thrive in containers. This is a great option if you have limited space or want to keep them close to your kitchen. Choose a container that's at least 6 inches in diameter. This will provide enough room for the roots to grow. Use a good quality potting mix for container-grown chives. Avoid using garden soil as it can become compacted in containers. Now that your chives are planted, let's talk about how to care for them. It's surprisingly simple. Water your chives regularly, especially during dry periods. The goal is to keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. Fertilize your chives every few weeks during the growing season with a balanced fertilizer. This will provide them with the nutrients they need to thrive. Deadheading, or removing the flowers, is important for encouraging leaf growth. While the flowers are pretty, they can divert energy away from the leaves. However, leaving some flowers on your chives can attract beneficial pollinators to your garden. It's a balancing act. Chives are generally pest-resistant, which is another reason why they're so easy to grow. You won't have to worry about many pests bothering them. Keep an eye out for aphids, though. These tiny pests can sometimes infest chives. If you spot aphids, spray them off with a strong stream of water or use an insecticidal soap. These are both effective and safe options. Harvesting chives is the best part. It means you get to enjoy the fruits, or rather herbs, of your labor. You can start harvesting chives once the plants are about 6 inches tall. This usually takes a few weeks after planting. Use scissors or garden shears to harvest your chives. This will give you a clean cut and prevent damage to the plant. Snip the leaves close to the base of the plant. This encourages new growth from the bottom. Avoid cutting more than 1/3 of the plant at a time. This will ensure that the plant has enough energy to continue growing. Regular harvesting actually encourages growth. The more you harvest, the more your chives will produce. Want to expand your chive patch? You can easily propagate them by dividing the plants. Divide your chives every few years to rejuvenate them and prevent them from becoming overcrowded. This is best done in the spring or fall. To divide chives, dig up the entire clump and gently separate it into smaller sections. Then, replant the sections in new locations. In cold climates, chives will die back in the winter. This is perfectly normal. You can either leave them in the ground to regrow in the spring, or pot them up and bring them indoors to enjoy fresh chives all winter long. Chives are incredibly versatile in the kitchen. They're delicious in salads, soups, dips, and countless other dishes. Don't be afraid to experiment with chives in your cooking. They add a wonderful flavor to almost anything. So, as you can see, growing chives is incredibly easy and rewarding. With just a little bit of care, you can have a constant supply of fresh, flavorful chives right at your fingertips. Now it's your turn. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more gardening tips and tricks.